Hello and a very happy new year to you from everyone on Sports Scene, which today in our first programme of 1998 brings you the highlights of the traditional New Year derby between Scottish football's big two, Celtic against Rangers, here in front of a packed Celtic Park crowd. Now, of course, the sequence recently has been very much in Rangers' favour. Remarkably, it's 10 matches since Celtic beat their old rivals in a league game, stretching back all of 2.5 years. Today's match, obviously, will have a vital bearing on the outcome of this season's championship. Now, the team news for Celtic fans, the good news is that the injury doubts, Rieper, Stubbs and Larsson have all made it, but there's no Reggie Blinker. In fact, he's not even on the bench, and that means that the £2.3 million Norwegian signing, Harold Brattbakk, plays from the start. On the subs bench for Celtic, Jackson, Hanna and Donnelly. Rangers will welcome back captain Richard Gough and Jonas Thern, but Joachim Björklund was apparently injured in training and he misses out. And Paul Gascoigne remains on the bench alongside Gordon Durie and Theo Snelders. Our commentator for the Old Firm derby is Rob McLean.
Here's where the tension really begins to bite for the players. Richard Gough and Tom Boyd leading out the two sets of teams, about to enter into the red-hot atmosphere of Celtic Park. This the most significant Old Firm match, well, probably since the last one. But these Celtic players will feel that this is an Old Firm match they can ill afford to lose if they are to have any serious pretence about winning the championship. Lots of tension too and lots of anticipation among the two sets of supporters. The first Old Firm match in 1998. Andy Goram in goal for Rangers this afternoon. He's missed the last 3 matches, and there is to the presence on the bench of substitute goalkeeper Theo Snelders, which raises some doubts about Goram's fitness. Celtic kick off. Desperate to do something about what for them is a fairly abysmal recent record in this Old Firm fixture. Already mentioned has been the fact they haven't won in 10 attempts against Rangers. Hugh Dallas, the man in the middle, his 4th Old Firm match. But Celtic, it's been 10 years since they last won the New Year's Day Old Firm fixture as well. So a lot to put right for them. Early clearance. Pressure from Albertz, the clearance from Alan Stubbs. The one made by Thern. Only Negri is through the middle. Chipped up in his general direction. Here's Gattuso. That was a chance just inside the area. Didn't catch the shot. But the first real opening goes Rangers' way. Mark Rieper not too convincing with the attempted clearance, pressured by Negri, but the shot not carrying menace. Albertz throw, Brian Laudrup trying to work his way into a shooting position, tripped at the edge of the area it seemed. Play on, says Hugh Dallas. The Rangers fans convinced that was a free kick right at the edge of the area. This was that key moment, and surely a free kick right on the line of the penalty box. Here's Brattbakk. Looked as if he was lining up a shot. The backfield was aimed at McNamara, but easily seen by Ian Ferguson. Albertz for Laudrup. Laudrup is in behind Annoni, and Annoni did so well. Looked as if he was in some trouble there, but managed to collect himself and dispossess Laudrup. The man in the goatee beard is Paul Gascoigne. We'll surely see him before too much longer. First there was short McCall. The Lambert's pass, semi-intercepted by Thern. Alan Stubbs. Made a fair run up at the shot. But it wasn't a great problem for Andy Goram. Plenty time to line this up. Good flick that from Harold Brattbakk. Wieghorst couldn't quite find his way through, but he does get himself a free kick. The Foul committed by Ian Ferguson. Rieper is in the box, marked by Gough. In from Alan Stubbs. Rieper knocks it down. And here's Henrik Larsson. You'd have hoped to have put that on target, but it flew from a Rangers point of view harmlessly high. In from Stubbs, well knocked down by Rieper. And the volley over from Larsson. Cleland with the throw, and Brian Laudrup fouled by Enrico Annoni. Certainly Hugh Dallas was close enough to make a judgment on this. He was his feet taken away from him, Laudrup. 4 to aim at in the box, including Gough and Porrini. In fact, Gough makes it 5. In from Albertz, that came off Rieper. A couple of ricochets and back to Jonathan Gould. Well-flighted free kick, certainly. It came off Rieper, and Ian Ferguson almost there. Wieghorst winning a header against Ian Ferguson. Still on the ground. He was certainly caught as he made the header. Looked like a shoulder charge from Ferguson. Header well won, in fact a clash of heads there between the two. Here's Thern. The shot charged down by Wieghorst. Now Celtic on the counter. Brattbakk leaves it to Wieghorst. He's away from Ian Ferguson. Brattbakk on his left, Larsson on his right. It's a good ball this for Brattbakk. The shot on target, but Andy Goram was in the right place. But a good attack this from Celtic. Good determined play through the middle from Wieghorst, and he found a good pass for Brattbakk, who shot from a wide position. Here's Henrik Larsson. And Stubbs. It falls for Brattbakk. A brilliant save that by Andy Goram, but it wouldn't have mattered in any case, because the offside flag was up. George Clyde, the assistant referee on this side, spotting Brattbakk in an offside position. The shot fired in by Stubbs, and Brattbakk looked very much onside. Saved in any case by Goram. That's good play by Stuart McCall. McNamara deserting the right flank for once. Wieghorst to Boyd. Burley and Brattbakk are in the middle. Tom Boyd getting into the pressing position. Hand from Andy Goram, not too convincing. Craig Burley was almost there at the far post. And play will have to come back, despite Alec Cleland's foraging run down the touchline. A free kick given in his favour. Good ball in this from Tom Boyd, and Andy Goram not totally underneath it. Just got the fingertips to it. Craig Burley couldn't do much with it. Enrico Annoni just can't make up his mind which colour of boots to wear. Negri can make up his mind, they're both blue. Same goes for Gattuso, dispossessed by Tom Boyd. Brattbakk up ahead, and Larsson trying to get up and support. That's for Brattbakk, here's a chance for Celtic! Great save by Andy Goram. Tremendous goalkeeping. That was a golden chance for Brattbakk. And a saving tackle there by Stuart McCall on Wieghorst. But the man of the moment is Andy Goram. A good break out this by Tom Boyd. The ball in for Brattbakk, got himself away from Gough. Tremendous goalkeeping. Away from Porrini. Back in from McNamara. Henrik Larsson's header. That almost fell for Craig Burley. Again, it's good goalkeeping from Andy Goram. Goram protesting, but surely Craig Burley had to go for that. Another dangerous dangerous moment in the goalmouth. And Goram wasn't too happy about the trailing leg of Burley. This the save from Brattbakk, which could well play an important part in the outcome of this game. Won by Cleland. Here's Negri. Having a look in the middle, nobody there at the moment. Laudrup trying his best to get there now. Ferguson's in the box. For Gattuso. It's for Negri. Back with Brian Laudrup. Another good ball in. Rieper got the header ahead of Negri, and then it was collected by Jonathan Gould. Cleverly flighted in this. Negri always the target. Miscue from Richard Gough. Doing the tidying up work himself. Laid off by Larsson for Lambert. It's aimed at Brattbakk for Lambert. Threads it through. Here's Craig Burley trying to work it on towards either Wieghorst or Brattbakk. Craig Burley winning it back well. Larsson for Brattbakk. So close, and he knows it. He stretched out for that beautifully judged pass from Larsson. He looked up, saw Brattbakk. This was almost inch perfect. He scores goals, Larsson. He makes them as well. And this painfully close for Celtic to being the opening goal. Inside the final minute of the first half. A header well won there by Craig Burley. It's well played by George Albertz, easing himself past Alan Stubbs. He's on that dangerous left foot, but not this time. Tried to chip that one up over Jonathan Gould, but not a great problem for Gould. Into stoppage time at the end of the first half. Certainly was a driving run by Albertz, but not the final ball. And that's half-time. Celtic Park. A compelling and engrossing first 45 minutes. And there's the star man, Andy Goram, with a couple of breathtaking saves from Harold Brattbakk. This is the second of them, and this could well be crucial in how this game goes. Brattbakk so close to opening up his account for Celtic, but that man, Andy Goram, in the way. Half-time at Celtic Park. Celtic 0, Rangers 0. Rangers restart, and they'll be a bit concerned about control of the match being lost towards the end of that first half, in which Celtic managed to carve out some pretty decent chances. And we may well see Paul Gascoigne being introduced to the action before too long. Here's Alec Cleland. And George Albertz. His first touch wasn't a good one, otherwise that might have been an opportunity to fire in a shot at Jonathan Gould. Tackle by Porrini on Larsson. And back from Thern to Gough. Bit of nudging there between Rieper and Negri. No free kick given. Here's Stubbs. Lofted up for McNamara. Did well to get contact. Cleared by Cleland. Brave header that from Alan Stubbs. The boot of Marco Negri was up as Stubbs flew in with that diving header. That was well done by Larsson. In from McNamara, high hanging ball. Albertz, good tackle by Annoni. Wieghorst easing himself away from Ian Ferguson. Here's Larsson. This could be a chance for Craig Burley. couldn't get over the shots. It's frustration for Burley. It's taken a deflection too for the corner kick. Well worked again by Larsson. And it came off Cleland. Craig Burley, 9 goals already this season. In from McNamara. Rieper there, and Stubbs as well, and the touch from Andy Goram, and Larsson! It was too tight an angle for Henrik Larsson. But that header had to be dealt with by Andy Goram. Rangers struggling to defend this. The Stubbs header, Gattuso was there almost in the way of Goram. And the effort after Goram's save was from Henrik Larsson, but it was too tight, and he hammered his shot into the side netting. Rieper's header straight to Thern, and given away in turn to Lambert. Henrik Larsson stepped over the ball, he's in behind Porrini, squares it for Craig Burley. Good interception that by Stuart McCall. That was heading for Brattbakk. Here's Wieghorst being forced out by Gattuso, in from Tom Boyd. Richard Gough away, only as far as McNamara. Manages to elude Albertz. Paul Lambert's made a run, gets the pass from McNamara, and a good tackle by Porrini. The ball was out. Paul Lambert's claiming that had not crossed the line. And it's Jim Walk, the assistant referee, on the far side. He reckoned this was out, and I think he got it right. Here comes the corner kick. Wieghorst, just a couple of feet too high. Everyone looks for Rieper and Stubbs at the set pieces, but Morten Wieghorst is 6'3", and he certainly uses his physique in these sort of situations. The header dipped, but it dipped too late. Another close thing from Celtic. Rino Gattuso is off for Rangers, and on in his place comes Gordon Durie. Gould's clearance, won by Gough. And Stubbs knocking the sideways header for Tom Boyd. Brattbakk away from McCall. Brattbakk still has it! Saved again by Goram. In from Tom Boyd, and Larsson! It came off Alec Cleland, claims for a penalty not given. It's a corner kick, and somehow Rangers survive. Firstly, the brilliance of Andy Goram yet again. Elusive play this from Brattbakk, picked himself up, shot on target. Great save Goram. And Larsson's effort came off first Cleland and then the post by the looks of it. Diving header from Paul Lambert, getting the ball back in the direction of Jackie McNamara. Burley, back in from Annoni. Now Rangers on the counter. First touch for Durie. Negri's up with him, Laudrup too, and Albertz. Laudrup against Lambert. Good tackle that by Paul Lambert. Stuck to the task very well indeed, and is rewarded with a goal kick. Hugh Dallas ruling the last touch came off Brian Laudrup. But again, international class goalkeeping from Andy Goram. Superb reflexes, superb positioning. Larsson, Wieghorst, here's Harold Brattbakk. Oh, saved again by Goram, but the offside flag was already up. Jim Walk, that assistant referee on the far side, having plenty of decisions to make, and again, Brattbakk onside. Stubbs, cool play, Tom Boyd. Brattbakk immediately in front of him. Larsson through the middle, Jackie McNamara on the far side. Tom Boyd bounced over, no free kick. Cleland's pass to Albertz going astray. A spell of concerted pressure this from Celtic, but they need the goal. Lambert linking things together. First touch from Wieghorst for Annoni. And now Boyd. Back onto the right foot. A header from Gough. Lambert leaves it for McNamara. McNamara, lovely ball for Burley! That's the goal Celtic have been waiting for! 21 minutes of the second half gone, and Craig Burley's 10th goal of the season breaks the deadlock. Patient build-up this from Celtic. This is no more than they've deserved. Lovely reverse pass from McNamara, and Craig Burley deadly with the finish. Great flick that, and you would always bet on Craig Burley to stick these sort of chances away. Celtic have control of the game, and now they've got the opening goal. It's a poor attempt from Ian Ferguson, he knows it. Caught in two minds there. Josh Albertz is off for Rangers, and Paul Gascoigne on after missing 5 of the last 6 Rangers games because of suspension. Laudrup at the moment, unable to get the better of Annoni. Clearance from Lambert. Good tackle that by Gough on Wieghorst. There's Gascoigne. And McCall. Gascoigne again. So capable, of course, of changing the complete course of this game. Durie, not quite the first touch. And Porrini finds McCall. Laudrup. McCall has continued his run forward. Back from Thern to Ferguson to Cleland. For Negri, and Stuart McCall almost there, but couldn't quite keep that in.
Just another quick reminder that we're looking for William Hanna from Kirkfield Drive. If we can go immediately to exit 442 in the north.
Smith trying desperately to make himself heard above the din. Ferguson's throw finds Gough. Leaves it for Gascoigne. Tried to find that top corner with a swerving shot, very ambitious, and he can do most things with a ball, Gascoigne, but not that time. Header won by Stubbs. Here's Wieghorst. That came off Ian Ferguson's arm, not that he knew too much about it. Stubbs fires the free kick towards Brattbakk. Won by Cleland and away from Porrini. Gascoigne from McCall. That's for Laudrup. man making the interception. Lambert to Wieghorst. Tackled by McCall, did well. Wieghorst backtracking, and he did enough to put off McCall. Stuart McCall reckoning he should have had a free kick there. Off Porrini's head, the bouncing ball. And up and under from Stuart McCall. Ferguson to Gascoigne, holding off Lambert. Arms being raised. Tempers becoming heated. It's all right, ref, says Paul Gascoigne, but it wasn't all right for a few seconds there as Lambert and Gascoigne clashed. There was some shirt tugging going on, no doubt about that. And then up went the arms. To Ferguson, Gascoigne just in front of him. That's Durie, Gordon Durie claiming he's held there. Durie tried to turn, unable to do so. This was the incident that the Rangers fans on their feet. There was a fair bit of grappling going on here, and Durie looked as if he was held back. Was it 6 1/2 dozen? There was shirt tugging going on both sides there. That's the end of the Old Firm action for Harold Brattbakk. He's had a very effective Old Firm debut, and his place is taken by Darren Jackson. Durie's header, falling for Alan Stubbs. Wieghorst has made a run through. Alan Stubbs is on his own. Tidying up by Ian Ferguson. Driving run that by Stubbs. And an effort from Darren Jackson. He was onside, and another stunning save from Goram. In from Henrik Larsson. Porrini's header. McNamara. Alan Stubbs has stayed up. Gough got it away.
Celtic, and he couldn't possibly have scored it in more dramatic circumstances. You don't see too many Wim Jansen smiles, but that's the smile that means Celtic have won this match. And what a blistering effort that was. Porrini's header to McNamara, the ball came back off Richard Gough, and in off the inside of the post. No chance for Andy Goram. Spectacular stuff, 2-0. The whistle can come any time for Wim Jansen, and for lots of these Celtic supporters. Santa might have a say in it. McNamara closed down by Durie. Came off Henrik Larsson for Cleland. Now Paul Gascoigne. Even Gaza can do little about this. First there, Annoni. Given away by Ferguson to Wieghorst. Jackson. Fouled by Richard Gough. And 90 minutes are almost up. We're inside the final minute of the match. Free kick which Alan Stubbs will take. It's for Darren Jackson. The
McCall. There's Craig Burley, who got the all-important opening goal, to be followed by Lambert's strike. Gascoigne against both Burley and Lambert. Got past Lambert, couldn't get past Burley. And now Craig Burley taking the ball for a run. 90 minutes are up, we're into stoppage time, added on. There won't be an awful lot of that. Stubbs launches one downfield, and that will do nicely as far as Celtic are concerned. Annoni's header. Gascoigne, Ferguson, and McCall. Rangers know they're a beaten team here today. Away from Stubbs. Negri takes a tumble. Nothing doing. Larsson to Wieghorst. Did well. And was fouled by Richard Gough, who will be booked. Wieghorst just flipped the ball beyond the Rangers captain and then was body checked out of it. Disappointing day for Gough, who scored an Old Firm winner at Ibrox in November. But it's not to be a winning day today. Knocked up in the air from Craig Burley. And that's full time. The happy face of Wim Jansen. Craig Burley scored the first for Celtic. And Paul Lambert's got a spectacular second. The new year starts with a bang for Celtic, and they're right back in this title race. They now share second spot in the Premier Division, just a point behind Rangers. But this could be a huge psychological boost for them, because it's been a long time, nearly 3 years since they've beaten Rangers on league business, and it's been 10 years since they won the Old Firm New Year's Day match. So it's a sweet victory, this, for Celtic. It propels them up the table, and this will give them real belief that they could put in a serious challenge for the league championship. January the 2nd could go down as a very important day indeed in this Premier campaign. The final score at Celtic Park: Celtic 2, Rangers 0.
Wim, you must be delighted with that victory.
Yes, we're very satisfied with this win. The way we played, the first half we played a good game, I think, but the second half we play even more better. From the first minute in the second half we put pressure on them, and the way the game was going, you can see we want to win this game.
It's obviously important from a psychological point of view that you actually beat Rangers.
Yes, of course, because if we lose the game today, the gap was very, very big, and we closed it down to 1 point now, and it's all about ourselves now. We have to do it in the next games by ourselves again.
Walter, a 2-0 defeat. Did Rangers deserve anything out of that?
I don't think we can argue with the result today. First half of the game fairly even. Second half, Celtic had a spell of maybe 20-25 minutes where they were dominant, and that was the one time in the match where one team played well above the other, and they deserved to go into the lead at that time. We had a little bit better territorial pressure after we lost the goal, but never really created anything clear-cut, so I don't think we can say that we deserved any better than we got there.
Craig, how sweet was that result?
I think that's a tremendous result for everybody involved here. After a disappointing performance last week, no doubt about that, but we've come back today, and I think it's not just the result, the performance as well. Second half I thought we overpowered them, and great result for us after the disappointing 2 games we've had against them.
It's only your 3rd Old Firm game, but for the team it's been a long time coming, the defeat of Rangers.
Yeah, as I say, I think for the club it's been dragging on now, and hopefully now I've put an end to it, but my 3rd game, and they don't get any easier. I can tell you that. The first half was very, very tight in there in the middle of the park. Second half opened out a little bit, and we managed to win the one-on-ones in there, I think, and created a few chances, I have to say, and Harold Brattbakk unlucky, so I think that's a positive thing for us.
Paul, what a day to score your first goal for Celtic.
Regardless who scored, as I said before, as long as we win and as long as the team do well, then it didn't really matter who actually scored the goals.
But it was a rather spectacular effort.
It's luck, Rob. When you hit ones like that, they either don't go in or the goalie. The way Andy was playing today, was saving everything, and the ones you connect right in there, they're lucky enough to go in, and it gives you a cushion, you know, and then I think they've deserved it in the end.
Another good goal for you as well, number 10 of the season.
Yeah, I just keep getting in the box. I hope I can keep scoring goals, double figures. I couldn't envisage that before I come to the club, and I'm delighted with it. But I think generally it's the team's performance. When we have a bad performance as we did last week, we can bounce back and show character like today.
And a big boost as far as the title goes.
Well, I think it keeps it exciting for everybody, and nobody likes to see teams running away with it, and we're certainly not going to let anybody run away with it. We hope we're going to be on top at the end of the season, but we're 1 point behind now. Hearts are still in there, so it's an exciting 6 months for everybody.
Another hugely eventful Old Firm match. Is there any other?